did. That's so funny.
I'm right behind you.
Okay.
Jose wanted to go to the Red Sea on this tour, and it's a long ways away. Thank God it's over. Yeah.
Where's Tim? Tim is here. Okay. Who are we missing? Where's Tim's wife?
She's coming. She's taking pictures.
Oh, okay. Come on, guys. Up here. Yeah. Let's go. This way. Over here. You're on the wrong side of the railing. Yeah, it's got to be that way. Good. Thank you. Okay, brothers and sisters. Thank you for coming to MASADA. As you can see, here's another little model over here. And it shows how this whole rock was separated from its surroundings, and it kind of made it into a natural fort. Oh, that's strange. I wonder, how do you say fort in Hebrew? Metzudah. I wonder if that's why they call it MASADA. But anyhow, the first ones who ever noticed this mountain was that priestess family that was mentioned earlier that came before King Herod the Hasmonean. They had probably something built here, but Herod, every time he came and did his project, he just demolished everything that was there before him and built up whatever he did. So how does this place come onto the face of history? What happens is, we spoke how Herod came into power with the two brothers fighting each other. We did, right? Yeah. So, just to remind you, two brothers fighting each other from the Hasmonean dynasty on who's going to be the next king. And meanwhile, Antipas, the father of Herod, sees that the Romans are becoming strong. He gets his kids into the Roman system, and it pays off because then the Romans come here, they take that one brother, they make him the priest, and they make Herod the king. From the beginning, Herod has a whole bunch of enemies. From the beginning, the people don't accept him as a legal king. And from the beginning, he feels like they're always trying to overthrow him. The other brother did exactly that. He went to the park, to the Persian, and he organized an army over there, and he surprise attacked Herod. Am I repeating myself? So he surprise attacks this kingdom over here. He wants to kick his brother out and take the kingdom for himself. So by the time Herod hears it, it's nearly too late in Jerusalem. He has to flee south. Him and his supporters, a few supporters, his loyal men, his mother, his brother, they start running for their lives. Once they pass Bethlehem, south of Jerusalem, disaster happens. He's overrun by the enemy. His mother chariot crashes, has a horrible crash. His brother is taken captive, and he runs and he bashes his head up a wall and commits suicide. Edville will not help that either. And at that point, Herod says, I guess I'm going to die. I might as well die like a soldier. And he fights, and he makes it out of that battle by the skin of his teeth. That battle had such an impact on his life. His whole life changed from that day on. All of the projects that he would build in Israel, he would build a man-made mountain over there, and he would name it Herodian. That's the only project that he gives his own name to, because that place had such an impact on his life. He nearly died. His mother actually survived the crash. And he says to her, listen, Mom, I need to go down to Alexandria. I need to go on a boat, and I need to make my way to Rome. You're just going to slow me down. You should go. I heard about this place called MASADA in the middle of the wilderness next to a poison sea. You go over there, and you stay there, and I will come back for you, Mom. I promise. And sure enough, he goes to Rome, organizes an army. He comes back. On his way back, that's where he stops at Mount Arbel. You know, all of those caves and fortified where he lowers down the crates with the elevator. That's where he has that battle at Mount Arbel. And then he succeeds and he makes his way over here. And he saves his mom at the last minute before they run out of food. It was so hard for her because none of this was built yet. She had to suffer with only 1,000 slaves taking care of her. And he comes, he saves her. While he's looking around, he says, my Lord, look at this God-forsaken rock in the middle of the wilderness next to a poison sea. You know what? I could build something good here. And if I'm ever in this situation again, I'll have a place where I can hold off forever. He's going to build a command center over here. He's going to have one of the most magnificent palaces in the ancient days, built on the northern steps of MASADA, a 3-step palace. He's going to have a whole bunch of storage units all over here, filled with food. He's going to have a magnificent water system over here. There's less than 20 millimeters of rain a year. He's going to have a water system over here that could hold them for years. Wow. And then he's going to build a wall all around this mountain, a western palace, a bathhouse. This is going to be his winter palace. He would come here in the winter time, and the most important guests from all over the world, even from the most powerful nation in the free world, and Texas, would come and visit him. So this is what this place is. So it actually has 2 phases. That would be the phase that Herod builds. And from that day on, he actually didn't encounter any trouble that he would have to come here. But he would have everything prepared. He'd have weapons prepared, food prepared. He'd have water. He would come here every now and again and to use the northern palace as his winter palace. But he never had any issues, any conflicts that he would have to use as a place of refuge. That would happen about 70 years after his death, when the Jews rebelled against the Romans, and they would overtake this place. And once the Romans start destroying this rebellion, they would concentrate over here. And at a certain time, there was like 1,000 people living here. and they were planning on making their last stand over here on this mountain. And the idea was probably we're just going to wait for the Romans to leave. They can't be stupid enough to try and attack us over here. But the Romans had other plans.
They were the
Well, I guess they were a little smart. So, any questions so far?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
so I see the palace here, but
Yes.
where is it here?
So we are right here. We just came through. There was only one access to this mountain, and that was this snake path right here. God willing, we'll be making our way down this very same snake path. That was the only access in and out of the mountain. So we're right here. So the palace is that way. The quarry, we're going to go to the quarry next. The quarry's here.
So all this was built by slaves carrying stuff up the snake path.
Yeah.
Or the quarry.
Well, the quarry, yeah, it came out of the quarry.
Yeah, but
you know,
you
all
still-
the tools and all the everything around, all the supplies, all the food, everything had to be carried up the snake.
Rocks come out of the quarry.
The rocks came out of the quarry. Yes, this is all the rocks that we're going to show you that as well, where they came from.
Did the food and the water come out of the quarry?
No, the food and water did not come out.
Okay, what about the royal robes and the throne?
All
I mean,
had
there's
to be-
some stuff had to get called up.
Herod, we tend to forget. Herod was a professional soldier.
Yeah.
He did climb mountains too.
Deep down.
So I mean,
Down with the sword.
towards the end when he grew old, people carried him up here. He didn't suffer that much. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, I can't carry you there.
Let's go.
So, yalla, let's go.
Yalla, yalla.